This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olanureti Olalade. The major headlines. May 29 speech. We are laying foundation for sustainable future, says Tinubu. NDLEA arrests would-be pilgrims with cocaine. Midterm. Buhari hails Tinubu, urges Nigerians to moderate expectations. Emefiele appeals final forfeiture order of 753 housing unit estates. Sports. Ogun government slams impatient athletes after sports festival protests. News in detail. May 29 speech. We are laying foundation for sustainable future, says Tinubu. President Bola Tinubu says his reforms of the past 2 years in office are laying a sustainable foundation for a more prosperous future for Nigerians. Tinubu was elected as president on May 29, 2023, stated that his renewed hope agenda was working to reduce the cost of living, promote economic justice, and build a business-friendly economy that attracts investment and supports every Nigerian. We are laying the foundation for a more sustainable future. Together, we are creating a system where prosperity is shared and no one is left behind, Tinubu stated in his nationwide address to mark his second year in office today. He frames this effort as building blocks for a more sustainable future and thanked Nigerians for their unwavering support. NDLEA arrest would-be pilgrims with cocaine. The chairman and chief executive officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, General Buba Mawa, on Wednesday revealed the arrest of 2 individuals who attempted to smuggle cocaine while posing as pilgrims en route to Saudi Arabia for the annual Hajj. Speaking during the opening ceremony of the Interministerial Committee on Drug Control meeting in Abuja, Mawa disclosed that the suspects had ingested the illicit drug, pretending to be devout Muslims embarking on the holy pilgrimage. Just a few days ago, we arrested 2 would-be pilgrims going to Saudi Arabia for the Hajj. They swallowed cocaine, pretending to be going to the country to pray, he said. May 10. Buhari hails Tinubu, urges Nigerians to moderate expectations. As President Bola Tinubu's administration marks its second year in office, former President Muhammadu Buhari has warned against letting necessary reforms and desired changes be derailed by nettlesome domestic politics. Buhari congratulated President Tinubu on his May term and urged Nigerians to manage their expectations from the government, noting that reforms would achieve success gradually, not overnight. In a statement signed by Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, the former president insisted that combating poverty and inflation problems he acknowledged have hit the poorest families the hardest cannot fall on the government alone. The statement was titled, Tinubu Gets Buhari's Praise Advice at Meeting. Emefiele appeals final forfeiture order of 753 housing units estates. Former Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele has petitioned the Court of Appeal in Abuja to overturn a judgment granting the government full control of a substantial estate in Abuja comprising 753 housing units. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission had earlier obtained a court order to seize the estate situated in the local Goma district of Abuja. Initially, the estate was linked to another unnamed former government official. However, Emefiele, through his legal representative, A.M. Kotoye, contends that he ought to have been involved in the proceedings as he holds an interest in the property. He is now seeking the appeal court's reversal of the lower court's ruling. I'll borrow when absolutely necessary, Oti. Abia State Governor Alex Oti has said that his administration will only borrow money to run the state when it is absolutely necessary. The governor made the vow in Umuya on Wednesday during a lecture series to mark his 2 years in office. Oti, while responding to some of the issues raised by the lecturer, Dr. Idika Kalu, a one-time finance minister, said borrowing was not to be done recklessly, adding that he would only borrow when necessary. The governor said he had to inculcate financial discipline and responsibility in the system to get the state to a greater level. Lagos farmer jailed 14 years for defiling daughter. Justice Rahman Oshodi of the Lagos State Sexual Offences and Domestic Violence Court in Ikeja on Wednesday sentenced a 61-year-old farmer, Abayomi Abraham, to 14 years for attempted sexual assault on his 15-year-old biological daughter. The judge sentenced him after he pleaded guilty to the amendment of the one-count charge of sexual assault by penetration. The convict was initially charged with 4 counts of defilement, sexual assault by penetration, attempt to procure an abortion, and indecent treatment of a child. He was arraigned on February 21, 2024, and he pleaded not guilty to the offense. Sports. Ogun government slams impatient athletes for sports festival protest. The Ogun State government has described the protest, which was staged by athletes representing them at the 22nd National Sports Festival on Monday, as an act of impatience, as the governor had concluded plans to settle their allowances. Some of the athletes representing the host state expressed their displeasure over unpaid allowances at the Games Village in Babcock University, Lishon Remo, blocking the gates of the facility and leaving other participants stranded for hours. Their action came 2 days before the end of the multi-sport event, starting their demonstration as early as 5:30 a.m. and reopening the gates at 12:43 p.m. after confirming the receipt of some amount of money. In the wake of the demonstration, the state government said the protest was regrettable as they forced all events scheduled for Wednesday, except the marathon, to start behind schedule. Recap of the major headlines. May 29 speech. We are laying foundation for sustainable future, says Tinubu. NDLEA arrest would-be pilgrims with cocaine. May 5. Buhari hails Tinubu, urges Nigerians to moderate expectations. Emefiele appeals final forfeiture order of 753 housing units estates. Sports. Ogun government slams impatient athletes after sports festival protest. Follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_radio. Special thanks to the news producer, Olanireti Olusegun. Thanks for watching. I am Olanireti Ololade. God bless Ifako Jaya.